I did. I am snacking real quickly, so I just don't want to be munching onto the mic. Gotta get that hot tea. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's we got Bai, B-A-I is what it's called. The flavored water there. 2-star tiny, nice. Yeah. Mighty Duck, and then you have Weethan with the 2-star Tusk. Not as intimidating. No, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay.
During the break. Hello. Yeah, that happened. Thank you very much, everybody. Lots of PCs and mute buttons to keep track of here. All right. Yeah, welcome everybody for game 2 of round 2. We have MX winning our last game, Mighty Duck second place. They're both top 114 in the world. So I was just telling Breaky the underloss animation that I just linked there in the stream chat is hilarious. And I messaged the guy who made it and asked if I could maybe use some of the art for emotes. And he was like, yeah, dude, no problem. And just like made them for me. So I kicked him a little bit of money, and he's like, whoa, I didn't expect that. What else can I do for you? And I was like, he made me a caricature emote. So now I have a little cartoon Ask Joshy emote. So Dota 2, if you're out there, thanks for being awesome, because I did not expect that sort of reaction. But yeah, Brazilian animator, cool. Has 600,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I honestly have not heard of this guy before, so I'm seeing that, and that's pretty cool. No, I'll have to watch it later.
Yeah, it's really funny. I cracked up, but I have the Super Saiyan Slark emote from the video. Slark is hilarious. All right, here we go into round 3 now. Let's just see. We got some 2 big-time contracts on Mighty Duck. Oh, sorry, into round 4. That's what I meant to say. But Mighty Duck looking very strong already. I am on Pit 2 Play's board here first, though, with the Blink Tiny, 2 Primordial, and a Chaos Knight. Just going to chop right through Zarea.
I'm so glad they made that change to Blink Dagger.
To give it mana? Yeah, now it's actually useful.
Now, yeah. Yeah, they've done that with a couple of, like, Force Staff is another example. Like, oh my god, Force Staff was just so bad when they first released it, but they finally made a change to it where it's like, okay, this is kind of reasonable, it makes sense. It was either this or, maybe the one I was always suggesting for Force Staff was the Pudge style, where it would force the furthest unit away, push it towards you, something like that. That could be interesting too, but at least they made it somewhat useful, so they clearly are looking to make changes and not just translate from auto chess, of course, and just take it as is.
All right, looks like Group B did fire off their second game successfully, so just making sure things are underway here. Laxey's is going to be against Pit 2 Play now. Laxey's running Troll, Knights, Warriors, potential veer in either direction. It is still very early, of course, and it looks like Pit 2 Play might outlast him here just with no, Tiny blinking again. Razor might go off one more time, but did not. It's actually incredibly close. Witch Doctor survives, though, and that is going to be Pit 2 Play taking that round.
So if the Witch Doctor died right there, it would just be... he would win, but it would
take
be
0 damage.
Right?
Yep. He would break any sort of win streak and deal 0 damage. Let's see, who else might be brewing something interesting? We do have 2 Bloodbounds for Techie's team down at the bottom. 2 Warlock, 2 Bloodbound, no contracts. But Mighty Duck actually, I'm going to click over to him now because he actually got 2 contracts. And he's going Primordials, potentially Demons. 2 Quap already with the contract is pretty scary.
Wow. Yeah, that's from the first 3 rounds to get 2 contract. That's actually kind of crazy. But
I'm going to
trying to make use of it. And the 2 summoning stones on Laxies too is also another.
Is it 2 real summoning stones or is it bugged? It is 2 real summoning stones. Yep.
Yeah.
Tried to fake us out before. Mighty Duck is going to use that 2 tiny to his advantage. 2 Quap didn't even get touched. So Goomba is going to take a little slap across the face there. And let's see, Wheat Thin is one that we have been watching closely from all the way from the first round. And he's actually got a 2-star Tusk with a chainmail kind of carrying that. I like, he's going very defensive and leaning into Knights here. 2 chainmails and the Helm of Undying.
Yeah.
Zarea,
I noticed
lost streak, unfortunate.
Yeah, that'll happen. Techie's team with, to mention the Warlock Bloodbound early, he did have 2-star Ogre. I mean, he still does.
Oh, wow. Okay. He just
got them very early on.
He just plopped some items on him. Yeah, I was going to say, he just set the Witch Doctor back a cell. I was like, definitely just use your Ogres. They have 1,600 health each.
I think he should have the Warlock in front, though, right?
Yeah,
To sacrifice.
yeah, absolutely. I think the way I would stagger this is just have Warlock up by himself, and then everyone else on the second row or farther. Just his Ogre Magi's will just be slam dunking people if that were if Warlock just fell as the first domino. But I mean, doesn't matter. Really, nothing.
Ogre early on is definitely pretty intimidating, especially at 2-star. He certainly hits hard.
Yeah, 1,600 HP with an item, bloodlusting himself. Can definitely be intimidating.
But doesn't matter there, as you mentioned. He takes that victory. It's a composition that certainly falls off, and whether he translates into mages or something else, we'll see. I mean, he does have a Crystal Maiden and a Puck right now. He even picks up that Viper.
I think that's a good thought there. 3 mages, Viper tag team can be good. Let's click over to Laxies has the 2 summoning stones. Let's go ahead and click on Laxies. What does he have to summon? Only only Vino wards at the moment. He did also go to 5 before anyone else. He has 3 Warlocks in play, so that is a lot of sustain, but there's a 3-star Enchantress on the other side because of the Druid buff. And he's gonna get knocked down due to lack of stars at the moment. Zarea able to catch themselves from falling too low before round 10. And Wheat Thin putting together that win streak once again.
Yeah, wow. Zarea's actually pretty stacked. Again, sitting on level 4, only 83 life already, but 4 2-stars on the board, aka 3-star because of the Druids, as you saw there. That is a hell of a start. Certainly expect a win streak to start taking place as he hits level 5 now.
Let's see, Primordial Mages was like super contested in our first group that we streamed. Now it looks like Goomba has a shot at it, but he's buying timber saws. Pit 2 Play has a chance at it. He's buying pucks. Actually just got the 2-star puck there. So Pit 2 Play looking full on Primordial Mages. Here's our 2 5 win streakers against each other. Wheat Thin and Mighty Duck. And it looks like Wheat Thin is thinning the herd pretty well here. No, actually the 2-star Quap goes off a second time there and wins the day for Wheat Thin. Wait, did I read that right? No, sorry, I was backwards. I was watching Mighty Duck against Wheat Thin. Mighty Duck.
Yeah. His Quap won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quap's an interesting one. Like it's 2 1-stars on there right now too. But with that contract, she's really about that spell damage more than she is about the right click. But
also with that big time contract, helping out, extra health.
Yeah,
extra damage.
That was my point. Oh, true. Yeah. I guess the health I keep forgetting about is certainly viable. But again, back to the point. It's like between that or like a Luna or the Chaos Knight that we're talking about, you certainly have it on one of those units more the right click based rather than somebody like a Quap that's more spell based.
I agree. All the auto attackers, good times, but Quap attacks 0.83 attack rate. It's pretty fast. It's nothing to sneeze at. Pure damage, obviously, from being demon bonus, so it's a good target, and they clean up the golems no problem. Let's see what sort of items we end up collecting here. There's 1 Aegis out there for Goomba. Let's seeing still 2 contracts only out on the field. 1 blade mail for Zarea. Arcane Boots hits the board for Laxis. I do like that on Batrider, who gets mana instantly. So I'm going to click over to Laxis again, see if their luck has turned around. The mana should help with all these Warlocks. And actually Lone Druid is in now as well, but only level 1 for both Druids. So it's a dice roll whether you get a big bear or a little bear. He does have.
I thought he might have been doing it for Force Savage, but oh yeah, Summoning Stone of course helps too. I guess.
Double Summoning Stone actually, so even Little Bear is going to be a big bear at this point.
Sure. Yeah, that's it's an increase. It's still a 1-star unfortunately, but as you pointed out with the Double Summoning Stone, maybe not the biggest deal.
And mana very quickly from the Batrider mana boots does pay off. So if we click on his bear, it actually has 1,500 health. That's the same. That's more than most 2-star warriors, and has 10 armor. So it's actually just adding a warrior to your comp, basically. Lone Druid did die very quickly on his own, so not able to continue casting, but looks like Vino getting lots of wards out there. They're starting to machine gun down the enemy, and that is going to be Zarea taking it.
Yeah, certainly the Summoning Stone is the biggest difference there. I mean, Zarea's composition, as we were mentioning, is pretty threatening itself, all those 2-stars, and even the 3-star because of the Druid, but didn't matter. The summons cannot overwhelm the summons from the other side.
Well, we did get another Aegis picked up, Techies Tima this time. Missed that a second ago. 2 Helm of Undying for Wheatthen at the top of the board on Luna and Chaos Knight. Pretty good, pretty good. Go ahead and watch Wheatthen's next fight here. Against Mighty Duck. Mighty Duck with those quaps again. Actually, that's kind of bad luck for Wheatthen. He did just lose to him moments ago and has not really improved much since then.
God, those quaps are just sitting back there, just free reign. Not even touched.
Good stuff there. Mighty Duck looking strong. Techies Tima, click back over with the Ogre Magi's, does pop Goomba for 12. Techies Tima went to level 6 to pop in that 2-star Viper, and unfortunately doesn't have a contract for it. That would be pretty sweet if he did, but the Ogre Magi's are doing pretty good work on their own.
Yeah, it's still possible. Round 15 could certainly get a contract, so let's see if that's something that he has a choice of. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Embarrassment of Riches, so it's not going to be as likely, but
oh, Zarea.
never know.
Zarea actually got a Bitcoin for himself and only has it on Shadow Fiend. There's no other Bloodbound, so only a little bit of extra health bump right now for the 1-star Shadow Fiend. That's significant from 700 to 950.
Yeah, I think that's more for the life than it is the damage. Back to my point earlier, I mean, again, Shadow Fiend, one of these, really about the spell damage more than he is about the right click.
And he's another just fast attacker with chaos damage, or pure damage, rather. Let's see. Enchantress just flops over against these knights of Wheatthen, but the 2 level 2 Vino wards actually just chugging away there from the back. Man, Vino has gotten Vino's getting a lot of mileage in these 2 games, more so than I usually see in my games. MX has 6 knights and actually just lost a round with them. He's only, he was using only 6 knights there for a second. Actually still is. They're all 1-star except for Chaos Knight, and he is fighting MX and Wheatthen, both struggling to get their knights put together at this point. No one is going elusive this game. No one is going brawny this game.
That is something, yeah. Wow, we had 3 people going brawny last game.
And by round 14, you would expect to see at least a 2 scrappy bonus on someone if they were going to do that. So we got a lot of competition for the same units in this one. Primordials,
Really
Knights, pretty much the ticket. A couple of Druids players, actually, a little bit unusual. I'm watching MX right now against Pit to play. The mage damage from Puck actually just adding up insanely quickly, but cannot finish off any of these knights. They're all so low on health. Tiny hopefully can get one more fling. Not able to do it. That's the knights stomping through there. Oh, the Witch Doctor certainly helping with the stuns. So Pit to play is going to take a little chunk. Techies Tima streaking up, does just get snapped by Wheatthen's Knights. And Mighty Duck suddenly on top of the heap with those quaps. Dog and Pony Show time.
It's kind of crazy to me that MX is 3-7, is in 5th place though. And you look at Goomba at 2-8 is in 8th place, and you see the life pool difference. That's 25 life less.
Yeah.
For only
Ouch.
1 loss more.
Just all matters when you lose. Right now you're getting chunked for 10 to 15. Earlier it would have been 1 or 2, you know, sometimes 0.
Yeah.
So gotta definitely have a strong mid game. 2-star front lines tend to be very, very important. Dog and Pony Show now. Watching Mighty Duck should just clean this right up. And we'll see which items everybody collects. Pit 2 Play actually has 6 different mages. He's still using the Shadow Fiend instead of a 2 Lina. He's got to be changing that. There you go. Yeah, Shadow Fiend should probably just be gone now. Like, I don't...
Yeah, what he would never run it at this point, yeah.
So we have 3 Aegis players now. A couple of items being picked up. No third contract. I see Bracers of Desperation in a couple of places. A Vanguard gets picked up for Goomba at the bottom. Bracers of Desperation on Abaddon and level 2 Tiny and a level 2 Omni. I like that Omni. That's who haven't we watched in a little bit? Maybe Techies. Let's watch Techies. Ogre Magi. See how they're holding up. He actually had a pretty strong mid game there, but did have a streak snap just before the loot round.
Up against the mages.
This should be an okay mashup for him. Warlock, if he hits the right target. Okay, he does buff up a Ogre Magi. That's a pretty good one since he was tanking a lot. Ooh, Lina's ability just destroys poor Warlock in the back. Ogre Magi not attacking very quickly, does lust himself finally, and cleans up.
Yeah, close call, but hey, how about that? The Tranquil boots too on the Ogre, so he's able to get there faster.
Yeah.
I noticed a Maelstrom on Viper too. That's what he got.
I like
this
that
last
one.
item around.
That's one of my favorite Viper items. I actually like to use him as a turret. Don't have him jump because that's just less Maelstrom time. So by this point, I think I rearrange my board if I'm Techies. Definitely now with the 3-star Ogre Magi, pop Warlock in front of the Ogre Magi, but he's not doing it. I don't know. He wants the sustain.
He seems against that.
He wants the sustain from Witch Doctor.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna watch him one more time just because this level 3 Ogre Magi intrigues me, and he's against a harder, actually more stars Primordials this time. Viper jumping to the back does benefit him in this one. Maelstrom just popping off. Oh wait, did he move the Maelstrom to the Quap? Oh, he did. So never mind.
Ogre?
Ogre
Oh.
can't last against the Eidolons and Primordials. Alright, across the board, Goomba actually needed that win. He's actually in last place health-wise right now with only 39. Wheatthin takes down Mighty Duck again. Those two have been fighting back and forth for the top spot. And Mighty Duck had the Quap engine running, and at this point, getting shut down again. But he does have tons of gold, so in a very, very good position. Still, he could be going for 3... he's already on 3 Assassin. He could be going for 3 Mages next. He does have 3 Mage, 3 Assassin now. So Primordial Mages coming online for him. I'm going to watch Mighty Duck against Laxes now. Laxes, if you recall, running the Lone Druid Summoning Stones. But only got a 1-star. Only got the 1-star there. Oh yeah, Arc Warden definitely benefits quite a bit from the Summoning Stone. Every clone that gets made gets a benefit, and all the Eidolons that drop after if you've got the Primordial bonus. But Morphling just cleans it up. Not a problem. 6,100 damage on Morphling.
Well, Blink Dagger getting that waveform off that much quicker. Certainly helping. Yeah, the Arc Warden, it was a little scary. The Bloodbound contract, his illusion died, he created a new one, so he was buffed up, but he also had like 10% life at that time. So
yeah. Unfortunate. The clones were only getting a little bit of health. Pit 2 Play I'm watching now as he just starred up a little bit. He's also already running Keeper. 1-star Keeper always is like a conflict for me. I usually don't even attempt it until like level 8 because don't think I'm going to find a 2 keeper before I finish level 3 something else. He's got Tiny and Puck, for example, that could get finished up, but at this point... Go ahead.
I was going to say, the only time you do it is in this case, in my opinion, is when it completes your 6 mages.
Does he have 6 mage in? Oh, he does.
Yes.
Okay. That's a fair point then. But now he's got these warlocks riding the bench. I just don't know if you need him at this point. Just go hard mage.
Is somebody else committing hard mage as well? I mean, he really is the only one going mages right now. I guess Mighty Duck has the 3, but it's certainly not enough to scare you.
And he's not looking for more. He's just, Puck Razor to fit Primordial and Ogre Magi for the contracts.
Disruptor's a good casual unit, I guess, but yeah, certainly the Shadow Fiend he doesn't need at least. And if you are going to run Disruptor, you ideally want Warlock, so yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's a Tiny on his pack right now. He's assuredly going to buy it.
I would hope so.
Potato Tomato, I guess he can wait for Potato Tomato. Tiny flings Tomato. People are focusing. Oh, wow, okay. The ability was enough to get Potato pretty much dead. Oh, Mages is still so scary. No, Tomato got his vengeance for Potato.
Burst damage up front didn't last.
That's rough. We have 3 Aegis players still, just looking at items as they come in. Ogre Magi is the only 3-star in the whole game still, which is actually more surprising than it used to be. We did get a Bloodbound contract for Techie's Tima. So his 3 Ogre Magi, 2 Warlock, and now Quap will be benefiting from that. Maelstrom on Arc Warden is another fantastic item.
Yep.
Witch Doctor 3 getting put together. A couple of 2-stars across the board. Let's click on MX. MX just got a big power spike there. Just got a new item with the Sacred Relic Luna. He's got the Cloak on the Witch Doctor and the Desperation on the Dragon Knight. I'm very curious how that'll play out. Should be fine.
Yeah, you figure the other way around.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I mean, Freeze Fire is very powerful, sure. But
it did a lot of damage, but 2 stuns just locks out so much from a 3-star Witch Doctor. I guess the thought is he's going to cast again anyway, because his cooldown's, well, it's 15 seconds. Yeah, I would definitely...
Yeah, they nerfed that, yeah.
I would swap it around, probably. Dragon Knight will live long enough to cast twice. Witch Doctor already, I think... Yeah, give him... Switch that up. Anyway, Goomba falling very low on health now. Might be headed for an early exit. Zarya also took a big chunk there. Despite the strong start for Zarya...
That's hot.
Actually, I'm thinking backwards now. Who was it that had the Summoning Suns? Laxey's had the Summoning Suns, sorry. So Zarya is fully into Scrappy Inventor's Warlocks now. It's kind of interesting. The Puck is a little out of place compared to everything else. He's trying to finish a level 2 CM. I guess Dragon Knight is one he wants to plug in as soon as he can. So he's against... Zarya is against Pit 2 Play right now. Pit 2 Play was running the mages, 6 mages, and did actually 2-star some of them. Not quite the Keeper yet. Almost avoided that Keeper Horsey just from the Disruptor.
Yeah, that Static Storm won him the game, though. The perfect placement on top of all the mages, and it allowed him to buy enough time to take them out. That's why even a casual Disruptor is very good against some of these compositions. I know in this case it's not casual, he's running with the Warlock synergy, but... Yeah,
when I play Scrappy Mages, Mech Mages as I call it, Technomancy as Eddie calls it, Disruptor is the second Warlock that I usually consider. Or Necrophos, depending if you get Fall from Grace with your mages or not. Can also sometimes go just for a little bit sustained. But also, if I'm Mech Mages, I like to take the Restool minus healing because you're just blowing them up faster. And you don't need Warlock bonus if you have minus healing. Goomba is going to be the opponent for Zarya this time. Goomba does have the 3 Morphling. Wearing what exactly? Let's see, what item is that? Ooh, the Undying Helmet, so he's going to cast twice no matter what, and that is a lot of damage. That's what Primordial Mages does, guys. It just tries to erase the opponent as quickly as possible, and Goomba's hanging on with 11 health.
Yeah, I felt that pain right there. That's that wait for it. Got in the midst of that corner strat and just wait for him double time, as you mentioned, right on through. It's no surprise to see him way on top of the damage chart after that one.
Now that a couple of rounds have shaken out, we actually have everybody hanging on still. Goomba managed to save his bacon. Pit2Play does have an Aegis as well. And Zarea is actually at the highest risk of being knocked out right now with only 14 health. You see a clear divide. 47 health or more, and then 14 health or less. Pretty rough spot to be in for those bottom 3 right now.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Like, it feels like the bottom half, at least, even in the earlier part of this game, it was quite a spread between top 4 and bottom 4, and it's even more of it now. I guess more so just bottom 3, but again, just matchups sometimes it can sway it this way.
Oh, 3-star Quap in the middle, like actually in the middle of Zarea's casters. Does pop off, but the explosions and the rockets are enough to keep Zarea ticking against Mighty Duck, who's top dog in the lobby right now.
You gotta think the Clockwork Blade Mill certainly did some return damage right there. I was even look at the damage
about
chart.
900, 1,000 or so, just from that. Pretty good. Did more than Puck, just by itself.
Yeah.
And he takes Puck out as I say that because he hasn't finished his Dragon Knight, so just put in more explodey boys. Warlock and Shadow Fiend getting 2-starred. Razor 3-star now for Goomba at the bottom of the chart here. We are facing birds now, so everybody's thankful that they at least made it to birds and can grab another item.
Pit2Play did lose his Aegis, so he no longer has it.
Ooh, that's a rough one. Okay, Zarea and Pit2Play exposed now. I gotta give props to Wheatthin and Mighty Duck. They were top 2 last lobby for a very long time. They know how to do that early game and mid game, and that is definitely what I struggle with the most, is trying to be above 60 health by this point in the game.
Yeah. A lot of it's something that we don't talk about. Maybe we should more, throughout the games, but a lot of it does come down to that economy. Knowing when to level up, knowing when to push for the roles and everything. So it's keeping an eye on that and seeing how these top players manage to do it. I feel like that's what really helps make the difference, is managing that economy and adjusting to the game, even depending on what others are going. Of course, is another strategy that they're looking at.
Looks like Slicks said in Discord, I think the disconnects finally took me out. Unfortunate. That is a bummer, because Slicks is a really, really good player. I've seen him play a number of times in some other events, but GG's.
So he's saying he's
I
done.
think he probably disconnected and lost a lot of health, so it's probably just irretrievable from this point. But we do have 3-star Primordials now. Wow, Goomba is actually rocking and rolling. He's got the mages for the magic resist. He's got the 4 Primordials, Arc Warden with a Dagon, and another Arc Warden with a minus debuff resist, really, is all that it's doing for him, but okay, that's fine. There's a Vanguard not being used. Okay, he did slap the Vanguard on it.
Got worried.
Lots of Arc Wardens, lots of Primordials going to be a result here.
Oh, he's trying to knock out Pit2Play here.
Can't do it. Pit2Play
Not gonna happen.
hit his spike as well.
Oh,
Goomba does have...
that Morphling.
Goomba has his Aegis and is not going to be cracked even, so he will save it just a little bit. Laxey's just took 21 from MX. Oh no.
Wow.
What is MX looking like these days? 3 Luna with a Sacred Relic and 3 Chaos Knight with the Helm of Undying. He actually secretly climbed up there as well with that power spike. We got 2 Knights players. Wheatthin only has the 3-star Luna. Looking for Bat Rider still, actually. Nothing else is really close, so Wheatthin, I'm starting to fear for your health here. MX, again, getting the better of the Knight situation.
6-round win streak as well to help him with that. Laxey's the 3-star Lycan, also is the Refresher Orb on his 2-star Lone Druid, potentially a 3-star with the Druid Synergy.
So I saw yesterday in one of my games, someone was using Lycan with Bracers of Desperation against me, and I thought, well, that doesn't work, because he can't transform twice,
Yep.
But it does. He makes extra
The
wolves.
Funny enough, I actually ran it early on too. I was like, because I was wondering, I'm gonna test this.
I thought
And
there's
yeah,
no
it
way.
Summons 2 more wolves.
But I got owned by wolves, and I was like, why are there so many? He's running 2 Lycans? And then I look, and I'm like, oh no, I can't believe that works. All right, oh wow, it just happened. Goomba saving his own life again. He is totally online. I'm surprised he lost that last round to Pit to Play, because he is looking pretty sharp right now, and Goomba saves his own life. No one is getting knocked out. We got some incredibly low health here now. A couple of the healthy guys from earlier are starting to fall into the pit, and Goomba still has his Aegis. Zarea, Pit do not. Techies does. So Pit and Zarea just fighting for not last if they can manage it here. And if I look at the standings, actually, Techies, Tima, Laxies, and Pit 2 Play were our bottom 3 last time. So Pit 2 Play really in a rough spot.
Looking at Techi's team, this is where the blood balance certainly starts to fall off. You're sitting with a 2-star Warlock on the board, and it feels pretty meh. You're sitting with an Ogre, even at 3-star. He's one of your 3 mages, so he's not really benefiting.
Scythe of Vice. I like Scythe of Vice on Arc Warden sometimes, but really Bloodbound Contract is doing wonders for him here. It's going to be the Quap barely getting taken down, but Morphling survives, so that's going to be a little bit of extra damage. 8th place for Zarea. In fact, Techi's team actually disconnected, but still has a little bit of health. Slick says the odds tell him his power will never go out like that again. So he's looking at the bright side.
There you go.
He said it's so wild for it to happen that he'll never have to worry about it again. All right, level 3 Shadow Fiend from Laxies. With Mana Boots. Okay. Their Mana Boots are in kind of a weird spot, but I guess he is very spread out. I think do you not blink 3 Lycan here instead of Witch Doctor? Or even Blink Bear? No, I guess Refresher Bear works fine.
Yeah, Refresher is definitely better there, yeah. But I think Blink Lycan is a good argument.
Let's watch how this unfolds against MX, one of our top in the lobby here.
Let's not overlook the fact that he has 2 summoning stones too.
Oh,
with
correct, yeah.
3 very powerful units.
Very, very good point. But that makes Lycan's Wolves very, very powerful, and you would want them out very quickly. He is going to just Vino this guy down, it looks like. Bleed him to death. MX. Actually, no. Wow. That sustain from Witch Doctor was actually nutty. Is anyone going to get knocked out? Not quite yet. Pit 2 Play actually did defeat Mighty Duck to keep himself in.
That had to be an Aegis, right? Yeah, Techies lost his Aegis there.
Did, yeah. So Goomba has one, Techies and Pit do not, and no one else does.
Back to that fight though, real quickly. You were right, Joshy. It's his Lycan. I was watching because you mentioned that it took almost like 10 seconds to summon the wolves.
Yeah, pop those wolves. Get that Blink Dagger in there. Like, he's a 3 Lycan. He's gonna murder things, and he's got summoning stones to roll with. All right, it's Dino time. Big dinos, big rewards. There is a player in our tournament named Dino, so I'm curious if he feels good or bad about killing his brothers here. Easy clap here for Laxies. Plenty of stars, plenty of summons. Man, that actually just looks scary as heck on paper, but I know there's a few comps out there that still beat Savage. We have one minus heal item. The Primordial Mages, definitely a good choice for that. For Mighty Duck.
Okay.
Daedalus for Wheatfin. Daedalus. Scythe of Ice for Goomba. I'm curious.
7 players alive at round 30.
Goomba still has his Aegis too, so where's his Vice? Oh, he's got 2 1-star Arc Wardens in, so one gets a Vice, one gets a Dagon. I would actually corner them, literally put them in the bottom left corner, put Crystal Maiden in the cell next to them, so that their clones both pop out in front of them. That would make this real strong. Right now the clones are going to pop out behind him, and I don't know what the reasoning for that is. Oh, never mind. He did it. He did it right. We're good. Now they will pop out right in the front line. Okay. Quap is gonna insta-cast and kill all the Arc Wardens.
And a storm on top of that.
That was pretty brutal. Yeah, Mighty Duck probably gonna wipe him out here. Yep, that's gonna be enough. That big old Viper there with the big time contract. Big in more ways than one. 7th place for Techie's team up. Pit 2 play, does he survive? He does actually. Goomba does have his Aegis cracked, so now Pit does not have one. Goomba does not have one.
No more.
Laxies does not have one. No one else has any.
No more Aegises.
You get 1 life to live. All right, Goomba and Pit 2 play. Let's watch Pit. He's level 9. He's got Blink Disruptor, which I like. Daedalus on Dragon Knight, which I like. Maelstrom on Shadow Fiend is pretty good. He attacks reasonably quick. Could get bloodlusted. But this is a tough opponent. Oh man, yeah, that's a tough opponent. Mighty Duck just has such a great comp right now. It's gonna be hard to dislodge him.
The assassin synergy, that Quap just jumping in there every time and blowing you up. I was gonna say the interesting positioning. He's not running a corner strat, but honestly, if he was running corner strat there, he would have just fallen faster even. So
yeah, he's kind of playing 2 corner strat. His positioning is not super dependent on items, but that is gonna be Pit 2 play knocked out. Oh, 4th place finish also for Laxies, and now we just have our top 3 monsters remaining. Mighty Duck, MX with the crazy Knights, and Wheatthin actually has been battling for these Knights and still has 48 health. Let's look at their economy. 50 gold for both Knights players. Mighty Duck actually did have to spend quite a bit. Might not go to 10.
Yeah, that's going to be concerning for him, where the other 2 likely to hit 10, but I do see a 3-star Viper with that contract to go along with the Arc Warden, and that's pretty strong in itself. Also has the 1-star Ogre out there just for the sacrifice.
Right. I don't know if that's the right decision anymore, though. He is winning rounds pretty handily, so could just be the fodder. It's you got to think about it though. That could be a 2-star or a 3-star unit instead of just feeding Viper. So it's a tough trade-off sometimes.
Well, it's feeding Viper and Arc Warden.
Oh, Arc Warden as well. Right. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good then. I think that's fine.
Yeah, if it was just the 1, I agree. But yeah, the fact it's feeding an Arc Warden too, I think it's worth it.
3 Morphlings to go and 2 Tinies to go. We'll also get him some stars. Let's see. Will anyone go to 10? Omni Knight 3 for MX. So he's got 4 3-stars, while Wheatthin in a similar comp only has 1 3-star. He just said RNG hates me multiple times.
If they were to go to 10, and you're trying to see like what would make the most sense. MX, he's 1 away from elusive synergy here, Alliance. I don't know if it's something he's looking to necessarily get though.
Watching Wheatthin perspective here against Mighty Duck's crazy burst damage. And Necrophos actually has the Helm of Undying just to make sure he gets 1 cast off, but is gonna be close. Luna is a survivor here. But the Arc Wardens both still alive. Will hammer it down.
Oh.
Wow, it's very close. Luna bounces on the Primordials. Give Crystal Maiden the opportunity.
No!
So Mighty Duck is only going to take round damage here. Only 4 damage, yeah. Very, very close. And on the other side, MX did defeat the clone of... Dang, I didn't see who it was. It went away just as I was saying it.
I think it was Mighty Duck.
Okay, so Mighty Duck... I don't know what else he can add. Let's take a look here. He could go to 10, pop in that other Morphling just for more damage. I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, he's been pulling up the economy a little bit. I think that's probably what he's looking for.
It is a loot round now, though. Dragon, so he's got time. Did he know that it was Dragon? Those units are going to get
really
popped.
Crowd control.
Which game is this? This is round 2, game 2. And it's coming to an end here. Let's see what
Still won it.
What items will we get? You could possibly... Did anyone get Smuggler? No one has...
That's hot.
No one has Smuggler, actually.
No.
And we then died to the dragon. Oh, no. Oh, no.
MX just got a Moonshot for his 3-star Luna.
What will Mighty Duck get? Refresher Orb for
Wheat Thin. Who does he put that on? Yeah, it's not the greatest refresher line. Like if Necros was 2-star, I'd say him, but a 1-star is kind of meh.
Baden.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Maybe Omni? Swap those? Yeah, there you go. He did it to Omni.
Okay.
Two Blink Daggers. Interesting. Did he just pick up a Vanguard? Was that his item? What did he get?
No.
He had Dawning already. It was either Bracers of Desperation or Vanguard.
Oh, maybe it was Vanguard, yeah.
Crystal Maiden Vanguard as assassin bait could be a thing. Just keep her in the corner.
Mighty Duck's gonna get rolled over here.
Looks like our other group did just finish. I see some players typing, but we'll get updated with that. Our admin will update the spreadsheet for us.
Ooh,
looks like
Wheat Thin going down to Night Life.
Looks like Gayla did get eliminated. She's saying GG's, good luck.
Oh.
Level 3, a Baden for MX.
I noticed Wheat Thin actually spent all of his economy last round too, re-rolling. So he's not concerned about 10. He was just trying to get his units up there. He's selling again. I guess he's trying to go for another DK.
Oh man, so many 3-stars here again for MX. He's just a master of getting these knights. And he's against Wheat Thin, the slightly lower starred. He says RNG hates me.
Wheat Thin already calls the GG, he knows. He's at a level disadvantage.
And yeah, pretty thorough. Wow, actually Omni survived way longer than I would have expected, but Puck even getting in the mix, the 1-star Puck launching an orb there. And Witch Doctor, one more stun will do it. That should be Wheat Thin dying out of the game. Mighty Duck actually could also. Mighty Duck died first. Wait. Oh, Mighty Duck actually had health to spare, though.
Okay,
so
that's what it was.
Wheat Thin is going to take 3rd place in the 2nd game. He took 3rd place in the 1st game, so he should be through. Actually, I can just do this as we go. Zarea.
6 points each, yeah.
Techies. Pit 2 play. Goomba Laxies.
Alright, so MX, he's level 10 compared to Mighty Duck being 9.
Right on MX's POV here.
What's the Bitcoin on the Queen of Pain instead of the Viper?
Oh, and she falls. What is Viper using? Blink Dagger. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, Viper's looking strong, though.
He just blinked again right into their faces.
Corrosive skin, man.
Blink Dagger for Viper is kind of a weird one, though, because you could also just frontline him. Like,
sure. Wins it there.
And that'll be it. Yeah. And
stays alive.
Mighty Duck has 9 health remaining. I really would love like a little bit more stat information, like the Dawning of Ristool. How much health was prevented? Like, I want all the stats forever. You know. One thing that I think they could add pretty easily to the damage tabs that exist already is abilities used or spells cast or however you want to phrase it. I would love to know, just after a fight is over, did Tiny Fling twice or once? Did Co-op go off once or twice? You know what I mean? That helps you figure out your itemization. I feel like it would be pretty trivial to set up. We're watching Mighty Duck's POV this time. Ooh, the fling on the Omni Knight and then the fling on the Witch Doctor is actually massive. It stunned a lot of damage out from Luna, getting hit by both of those. But the stars look like they're going to prevail this time, and that should do it. Mighty Duck calling the GG. MX taking the game. And it was a good one.
Yeah, good finish. He managed to get a 2-star Lich out there as well for that last round, so MX the Chain Frost bounced around and helping to get him that victory.
Alright, got my screenshot here. I'll go ahead and fill out the rest of the scores, and we're going to, in a minute, take a break to set up the finals. Alright, so spreadsheet. Back to the spreadsheet. Wheat Thin. We got 8 points for MX. He actually won both of those lobbies. Very, very impressive. Mighty Duck actually got second in both lobbies. Very, very
That's
impressive.
right, yeah.
Weathan got third in both lobbies. Holy moly. So first place, second place, third place. Pretty evident there. And finally, 8 points for Goomba will send him into the finals.
Ooh.
On the other side, let's check out Group B's screenshot here. Posted by Explain. Alright, Slicks Quasar Dino 1, 2, 3. Gela 4. Slicks Quasar Dino Gela. Slicks Quasar Dino Gela. And top 4. We have Shazam, Obi, Explain, Reliable. Shazam, Obi, Explain, Reliable. And that, Reliable got an 8th and a 1st. And that actually sends him into the finals by 1 point. Wow, that's a nail biter.
8th and 1st?
Yeah, he got
Jesus.
8th and 1st and won by 1 point over the tiebreakers, over the next place. So our groups will be 1 and 3 from A. I guess actually it's everybody now, so forget it. There's no seeding necessary. Weathan is in, Goomba, MX, and Mighty Duck from this group. Then we got Explain, Quasar, oh no, excuse me, Shazam, Obi, and Reliable as our finalists. I just realized I had a typo on this guy's name, so I'll fix that. Okay. Some of our waitlisters actually, Explain, Shazam, Obi, and Reliable all made the finals. That's pretty dope. So, yep, we'll be going into the finals. Give me just a moment to set all that up.